So this is our Unit 8 review. For number 1, first it says right here, plot the points. So I'm going to plot negative 1, 4, negative 1, 1, and 4 and 1. So negative 1, 4, always start in the middle, left 1, up 4. Before you do that, make sure you hit the polygon. So left 1, up 4, negative 1, 1, left 1, up 1, and 4 and 1, so right 4, up 1, and now we have our shape. If you click back on A after you do the last one, it'll draw the shape for you. So that's that. The area of the triangle ABC is how many units? The formula to find the area of a triangle is 1/2 times length times height. So first let's find our length here. Just count across the bottom from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 is our length. For our height, start here. 1, 2, 3. So 5 times 3 times 1/2. 5 times 3 is 15 times 1/2 is 7.5. So the area of this is 7.5. Always make sure you hit that check answer button. Make sure you are correct. Number 2, now we have 4 points, so we're going to have some type of rectangle. So first I'm going to plot these 4 points. Make sure you hit polygon first. So there's my rectangle. Rectangles or squares are just length times height. So just find our length. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And our height, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 8 times 7 is 56. Did I count wrong? Hold on. All right, my mistake. I'm just now noticing that this is asking you for perimeter, not area. So that 56 is the area, but it's not the perimeter. Find the perimeter, we just have to count along the outside. So perimeter is just the length of each side. So we already said this was 7, and this was 8. So that's 15, and then another 7, and then another 8. So our perimeter is 30. And that's why that check answer button comes in handy. For number 3, it says that QRT is 36. So here's QRT, it's this angle here. If this is 36, if this line bisects the whole thing, that means it cuts it in half. So that means if this side is 36, this side is also 36. They want us to tell them what is SRQ. So SRQ, that's the whole thing. So if this one's 36 and this one's 36, then together they are 72. Just it's 36 plus 36. Number 4, they want us to tell them the midpoint of this line, QR. So if Q's at -2, 4, R is at -4, 4. This is our midpoint formula here. Just both x's added together divided by 2, and then both y's added together and divided by 2. So our x's here are -2 and -4. So -2 and -4. If you add those, then divide by 2. So add these together. -6 minus 4 is -6. Divided by 2 is -3. So that's for our x. And then our y is 4 and 4. So 4 plus 4 is 8. Divided by 2 is 4. So our -3 and 4 should be our answer. All right, for number 5, again, just like 4, we have a midpoint. And that means these two are equal. So if M is our midpoint, that means these are equal. These little lines here also indicate that these are equal. So the equation that we have to set up is just setting these two things equal to each other. So 4x plus 1 equals 7x minus 35. So that's going to be our equation. We're just saying that these two are equal to each other. And now, oops, I didn't mean to write x there. 4x plus 1, and then equals 7x minus 35. So now we just have to solve for x. So first thing we have to do is get rid of one of our x's. We can't have variables on both sides. So you always want to try to get rid of the lower value. So that would be the 4x. So we're going to subtract 4x from both sides. These will now cancel out, leaving just a 1 over here. And then we have 7 minus 4 is 3x minus 35. All right, now we have to get rid of this 35, so we're going to add 35 to both sides. Now these cancel out, giving us 36 over here equals 3x. And now to isolate our x, we divide both sides by 3. And 36 divided by 3 is 12. So that means x equals 12. So now they want us to find the length of BM, which is this side here. I mean, you could find the length of either side because these are the same. I'm going to say find this side because I know that 4 times 12 is 48. I don't know off the top of my head what 7 times 12 is, so we could plug it back into here knowing that they're the same, plug it into the easier one to do the math. 4 times 12 is 48. 48 plus 1 is 49. So that means BM equals 49, and AM equals 49. MB, it's going to equal the same thing because these are congruent. These little lines here mean they're the same. All right, so similar problem here, but now we're looking at these two angles. So it says BDA, so the whole big angle is 138, and they want us to find ADC. So they want us to find this one. So if the whole thing equals 138, that means this, negative 2x plus 38, plus this one here, negative 4x plus 10, equals 138. So that's going to be our equation. To find the whole, we need to just add the two parts together. So negative 2x plus 38 plus, well, it'd be minus 4x plus 10 equals 138. So that is the equation we're going with. So here's our equation. First thing we have to do is combine like terms. Like terms we have here is negative 2x and negative 4x, so that's negative 6x. And then we have a 38 and a 10 that are like terms, so plus 48, and that equals 138. So just simple two-step equation here. First get rid of the 48, so minus 48 on both sides. These cancel, leaving negative 6x equals 138 minus 48 is 90. And now we divide both sides by negative 6 to isolate our x. And x equals, that is not math I can do in my head. So 90 minus negative 6 is 15. So x equals 15. And now they want us to find what ADC is. It does not in any way say that this is a midpoint or that these two angles are the same. So on this one, we do specifically need to find ADC. So we just need to plug 15 back into here. So if we do negative 4 times 15, and then, oh no, okay, I just realized I screwed that up. It is negative 15. If it was positive 15, we would end up with a negative angle, and you can't have a negative angle. That's not a thing. So obviously this was negative 15. Always make sure you don't lose your negative signs. So negative 15 times negative 4 is 60 plus 10, so the whole angle here has got to be 70. All right, number 7. BDA is a straight angle. Straight angle means it equals 180 degrees. So set up an equation here. Again, this part and this part are going to equal the whole, which is 180. So we have 7x plus 30 plus 8x minus 15 equals 180. And then we have to solve for x. All right, so again, combine like terms, 7x, 8x is 15x. 30 and minus 15 is plus 15 equals 180. Subtract 15 from both sides. 15x equals 165. And then 165 divided by 15. X equals 11. And then ADC, so ADC, so it wants to know this one, so plug 11 back into here. 8 times 11 is 88, and 88 minus 15 is 73. All right, here it says if angle 3 is supplement of angle 4, supplement means that they together equal 180. So angle 4 is what we're trying to find, call that x. Angle 3 is 48, and together they equal 180, so because they're supplementary. X plus 48 equals 180, so all you got to do is subtract 48 from both sides, 180 minus 48, and that gives us 132. Number 9, they want us to know the measure of BC. So again, if you're given the whole to AC, you're given the whole and you're given one part. To find the other part, all you need to do is subtract the whole minus the part you know. So 42 minus 180. So what we have to do here is 42 minus 18, which is 24. All right, name the following angle. So, apparently if you type backs, or is that a / angle, that gives you that. All right, I just learned that. To name the angle, you can name it one of two things, EFG or GFE, as long as the F is in the middle. So whatever the point is, the middle point, that has to be in the center. So you can't say FEG or FGE. You have to be either go this way or that way. So we can name it EFG. They should be all caps. I don't know if it'll mark it wrong if you put lowercase letters, but just put all caps and it'll mark it right. All right, number 11. So part B right here is between A and D. What is the length of AD, so the whole thing, when AD equals 5x plus 37, AB equals 2x plus 30, and BD equals 13. Okay, so like I said before, the two parts added together equal the whole. So for our equation here, it's going to be the one part AB, so AB is 2x plus 30, plus the other part BD, which is 13, so plus 13, equals the whole line AD, which is 5x plus 37. So that's going to be your equation. Now we just need to solve it. All right, so first thing, we have to combine like terms, 30 and 13. That gives us 43. So 2x plus 43 equals 5x plus 37. All right, now we got to get rid of one of these x's, get rid of the lower one. That'd be 2, so minus 2x from both sides. Those cancel. 43 equals 5 minus 2 is 3x plus 37. Now we got to get rid of this 37, subtract 37 from both sides. Those cancel. Over here we get 6 equals 3x, divide by 3, and x equals 2. All right, now they want to know the length of AD. So the whole thing. So all we need to do is plug 2 back into this equation here. So 5 times 2 is 10, plus 37. 10 plus 37 is 47. All right, number 12. They just want us to name these angles. I know, it's saying what is a vertical angle of angle 8. So vertical angles, anytime you see something that makes kind of an X or a plus sign, the vertical angles are the ones directly across from each other. So the vertical angle from angle 8, the vertical, the one right across from it, is angle 6. Again, we got to do the goofy X/ angle, and that'd be angle 6. All right, so which is a linear pair? So a linear pair means that the two angles together make up a line. You could also call that they are supplementary. Supplementary angles make a linear pair, so it kind of means the same thing. So 7 and 6 are linear pair because 7 and 6 together would make this straight line, which is 180. So this is angle 6. Angle 6. All right, so when viewed from the side, the spire on top of a building forms a triangle. So we're looking at this triangle. B and C, this little weird symbol means they are equal, or technically they're congruent, but it just means the angles are the same. So that means 5x plus 34 is equal to 4x plus 35. So that's going to be the equation to find x. So 5x plus 34 equals 4x plus 35. All right, now we got to do that math. All right, first of all, we can't have x's on both sides, so we got to get rid of one of them, get rid of the lower one. So subtract 4x from both sides. These cancel, leaving us 5 minus 4 is 1. You could write the 1, you don't have to, but it's just x plus 34. Equals 35. So now we have to get rid of this 34, so subtract 34 from both sides. And those cancel, x equals 1. Now we have to the measure of angle B. All right, then we got to do the little degree sign apparently. So angle B, so that's this one. Again, you could plug it into either one since they're the same, but let's go ahead and do this one. So if x equals 1, 5 times 1 is 5, and 5 plus 34 is 39. So 39 degree. 39 degrees. All right, what is one other name for line SF? Anytime we have a line, you could say SF, you could say FS, or if you see a lowercase letter right off of the line, that could also be a name. So here, line A is our right answer. Line D would be this one, so not even the same line. WN is still over here. PW is still. So all the other three are all referring to this line here, but we were looking at SF, this one, so also could be name line A. What is one other name for plane NPA? So plane NPA. When we are naming a plane, all you have to do is name any three dots that are within that plane, any 3 points. So we can name it based on any of these points. We can't use F because F is not on the plane, but you can pick any of the three between N, W, A, P, and D. So any three of these could be the name. Or you see this O over here, you could also call this plane O. O just names the plane. It's not a point because you don't see a dot. So it could be A, but O, so basically I said F's the only one you can't use. So these two have F's in them, so that's not right. This one says O. O is not a point. It's the name of the overall plane, so it has to be this one, A, W, D. So A, W, and D are all within the plane. Name 3 points that are collinear in the following diagram. So collinear means they're all on the same line. So, well, it looks like we got options here. So V, W, and L are collinear. So W is not an option, so we can't use those. Oh, so VY. VY and L. So V, Y, and L are three collinear points. You also probably could have put Y, R, and K. Nope, R is not an option, so you couldn't have done that. So that was the only option here. V, Y, and L. R and K are on a different line, so they're not collinear. M and T aren't even on any line, so obviously they're not collinear. D is the name of this line, it's not a point. And F is the name of the plane, so it's also not a point. So there's your answer there. 18, coplanar. So collinear means they're on the same line. Coplanar means they're on the same plane. So choices here are M, R, L, T, Y, and V. You pick any of those four. You can't use K, it's not on the plane. F is the name of the plane, it's not a point. And D and A are also the names of these lines, also not points. So you can choose any of these six: V, M, R, Y, L, and T's. So let's go with M, V, and L, and T. And last one, number 19. Following diagram, SVB is 66. BVY is 56. MCI is 34. XCI is 114. So drag and drop two angles that are complementary into the complementary box and two angles that are supplementary into the, okay, so two angles that are complementary equal 90. Two angles that are supplementary equal 180. So which of these two together equal 90? That would be BVY and MCI. 56 and 34 equals 90. So what does it say? B and C, BVY, and MCI. All right, so now which of these two equal 180? Obviously, we're going to have to use XCI because it's the biggest one. The rest of us will even get there. So 180, let's see, let's just do 180 minus 114, 66. So SVB. So these two angles together equal 180, so they're supplementary. These two together equal 90, so they are complementary. All right, that's the end of this. If there's anything on here you did not understand, make sure you talk to me about it. And then I'll see you all tomorrow.